104.5 The Team, your home for UAlbany Athletics. Scott Marr, head coach of the number one UAlbany Great Danes lacrosse team, with us right now. Big matchup this weekend, taking on Maryland. Are you feeling any pressure? I mean, you look cool, Scott, but are you feeling the crunch of this big matchup?
No, not really. I think what we told the boys after Tuesday's win at UMass was, not many times in your life as an athlete that you get an opportunity to play in a game where, of this magnitude, in a sense, in a regular season, a 1 versus 2 matchup. I was at the University of Maryland for 6 years, and we didn't have a 1 versus 2 matchup when I was there. We were number one, a majority of the time I was there. It's exciting. Again, just the whole part of embracing the situation instead of hiding from it or running from it. Just want the kids to enjoy it, and have fun and go out and just really soak in the whole atmosphere of the game,
When you guys grabbed that number 1 ranking, did anything change, whether it be practice, whether coaching? Because now you guys are the hunted every single week.
Well, I'm still vacuuming at home and doing the dishes. We're not, life hasn't changed that much, No, not really. Again, it's just we're just looking at it again one game at a time, and this is, we knew at the beginning of the season that this would be a big game on our schedule, regardless of where we were. So it just so happens we got off to a good start, and we're ready to go here Saturday against these guys. So it's going to be a fun game. They're really good. We've been watching a lot of film on them for the last couple of days, and their offense is outstanding. So we're going to have a really good day defensively, and JD's going to have to play well on the goal, and then we have to be super efficient on offense when we get the ball. So, it's just, like I said, just an exciting matchup. And I think, again, on Tuesday we played really loose against UMass and had fun. And I think after Sunday's game against, Cornell, playing with that number 1 tag for the first time, I think maybe we were a little tight on Sunday, but we kind of rebounded and really responded well on Tuesday against UMass. So, we're like I said, we're excited to get going here on Saturday.
UAlbany lacrosse coach Scott Marr with us right here on 104.5 The Team. Scott, I know this is a similar question to what we're asking, but I gotta look at this from an outside perspective. As you guys play Maryland right now, they're the highest profile team you play. Maybe Cuse a little higher. If it's a bigger win for you, because if you lose to them, you got to go stomp Yale to get one back, where they have more high-profile teams in their future. How do you keep that out of the kids' heads? How do you keep that out of your head? Just the how important this game is on a rankings front.
Honestly, you saying that brings it to my mind for the first time. But you're right, they do play a tougher schedule in the sense of the conference that they're in. They have more opportunities to beat teams maybe in the top 20, but, again, we do have that Yale game at the end of the season, and they should be in the top 10, at least top 20 at the end of the season. This is a huge game for us as far as, our seedings and all that kind of stuff, and really giving us an opportunity to be an at-large bid, just in case something happens in our America East Conference. So, it is a big game, it kind of has a dual opportunity for us, not only to get us a good solid win, but also give us an opportunity for that at-large bid.
When you scout the Maryland team in comparison to last year's Maryland team, and of course you guys had the situation with Maryland where you're originally supposed to play, and then it gets weathered out, and then you guys end up losing by 1 goal. What's the difference between those two teams?
They're a little different defensively. They've lost the defenseman of the year who covered Connor, and Connor played well against him, but he was a big, strong, leader for him really on the defensive end. Then they lose the two, they lose 2 or 3 really stud offensive players in the Rambo kid and the Heacock kid. So they still have obviously have great players returning in Connor Kelly, this kid Rotans, the Bernhard kid behind the goal. Very dangerous, but definitely a different group. So I'm hoping, I'm hoping that we can get off to a good start offensively and get some confidence rolling for everybody, and be able to stick right with them.
Scott Marr with us right now, 104.5 The Team. Scott, you've got Connor Fields, who's a star in the league already. Dahoka Nenekok, who everybody wants to talk about. TD, who doesn't lose a face-off. JD, who's in the. You got all these big, great personalities on your team. Is there a little inner rivalry in the locker room? How do these guys work together?
No, there's not at all. We're egoless team in a way, and the offensive guys, always gonna have a little ego, scores goals and that kind of stuff, But they understand that they need each other to be successful and to win the whole thing. So I really felt like on Tuesday that Tahoga and Connor really got themselves on the same page, and our last two practices, these last 2 days have been really good on focusing on those guys, kind of connecting with each other, but at the same time making everybody else around them better. So, I do, when you mention those guys, though, it's a great feeling to be strong up the middle, outstanding goaltender, one of the best face-off guys in the country, and then your attack unit that's, that really has the potential to be unstoppable in a way if these guys really get rolling together. So it's definitely, we have some good promise, and we have some, we've got a great opportunity in front of us Saturday, so we just got to go down and take advantage.
There was a lot of hype about this freshman class coming in. They've seen some time on the field already. Have you been impressed by how some of these first-year guys have performed?
No doubt on the field for sure, but I'll be honest with you, we have about 5, 6, 7 guys right now that are on the bench. We have a pretty heavy senior class right now, so there's 5 or 6 guys right now that aren't playing for us that I really feel really good about for our future. We have probably 4 or 5 midfielders in our freshman class that really can really play, and they're getting better and better every day in practice, and they're getting this great experience of being on a team like this and watching our seniors and how they're leading and how they're going about practice every day. So, I know it's easy to talk about Tahoga and all that kind of stuff as a freshman, but we really do have some nice young guys in our class that aren't playing right now. They're just getting better in practice every day.
Scott, when you have a program that's getting this kind of attention, do you get more teams like Maryland and like Syracuse now who are calling up and going, "Hey, leave a spot in next year's schedule for us"?
I'm not sure if how much that has to do with it. I mean, the schedule kind of is made almost a year out, 2 years out. So I've been trying some different things. I'm trying to get Rutgers on the schedule. Next year I thought we had them this year, so that would be a Big Ten team. It would be nice to play them. I'd certainly like them. I have a pretty good relationship now with the Virginia coach, Lars Tiffany down there. So maybe someday we could get Virginia. So yeah, it'd be nice if we could add a few more teams at that level, for sure. But we'll see how it goes. I mean, nobody's knocking down the door right now to play. That's for sure.
UAlbany lacrosse coach Scott Marr with us. Scott, before I let you go, like the press conference, after the Cornell game, you sit back, you flip that flowing mane of yours, and you say, "Well, that was fun." What are you using in that hair, buddy? What is that? That is a straight up mane. You've got flow.
I don't know. Yeah, I told you that's all Troy Ray, man. Troy Ray came in September and end of August and said, "Coach, you're not cutting your hair this year." So I said, "All right, Troy." And like I said, I'll see what my wife says, and she said I could try it. So we're running with it. But yeah, it's definitely a different look for me, from the short hair for all the years I've had that. So we're just having fun with it. Like I said, it was a fun game. It was nice to be involved in a tight game, and it gave our guys, a little bit of a wake-up call, but just each game is different, and each team's going to play you different, and you have to be ready, and we certainly responded well at the end of that game.
Scott, I'm going to start wearing a wig to all your home games.
I'm coaching that Iroquois national team this summer, so I told Lyle and those guys that I was going to grow my hair long enough so I could braid it like they do. So it's getting there.
No lie, I was thinking that. I'll pay money to see that.
Well, at this point, I have no plan. I had no plan to cut it, so we'll see how long we can get.
Scott, all seriousness, you're doing a great job with the team. The guys are doing great. We're really proud of you. Good luck against Maryland.
Awesome. Thanks, boys. Have a great day.